Book of Heaven, Volume 11, March 8th, 1914. As the soul lives and dies in the divine will, there is no good which she does not carry with herself. The value of one single instant in the divine will. All that the soul who lives in the divine will experiences does not belong to her, but to Jesus within her. One who lives in the divine will can by no means go to purgatory. Continuing in my usual state, my always lovable Jesus has not ceased to speak to me so very often about his most holy will. I will say the little I remember. As I was not feeling well on coming, blessed Jesus told me,
"My daughter, the soul who lives in my will can say of everything I do, it is mine. This, because the will of the soul is so identified with mine, that whatever my will does, she does as well. So, as she lives and dies in my volition, there is no good which she does not carry with herself, because there is no good which my will does not contain. My will is the life of all the good that creatures do. Therefore, as the soul dies in my will, she carries with her the masses that are celebrated, and the prayers and the good works that are done, because they are all fruits of my will. And this is still very little compared to the operating of my will itself, which the soul carries with her as her own. One instant of the operating of my will is enough to surpass all the works of all creatures, past, present, and future. So, as the soul dies in my will, there is no beauty that matches her, nor heights, riches, sanctity, wisdom, or love. Nothing can equal her. As the soul who dies in my will enters into the heavenly fatherland, not only will the heaven's gates open, but the entire heaven will bow to welcome her into the celestial dwelling, to honor the working of my will. What should I tell you, then, of the feast and the surprise of all the blessed in seeing this soul completely marked by the working of the divine will, in seeing in this soul who has done everything in my will, that everything she has done during her life, each saying, each thought, word, work, action of hers, are many sons that adorn her, each one different from the other in light and in beauty, and in seeing in this soul many divine rivulets that will inundate all the blessed and flow also upon earth for the good of pilgrim souls, since heaven cannot contain them. Ah, my daughter, my will is the portent of portents. It is the secret to finding light, sanctity, and riches. It is the secret to all goods, but it is not known, and therefore not appreciated nor loved. You at least appreciate it, love it, and make it known to those whom you see disposed."
Another day, as I was suffering, I felt like I was unable to do anything, so I felt oppressed. And Jesus, clasping the whole of me, told me,
"My daughter, do not worry yourself. Try only to be abandoned in my will, and I will do everything for you, because one single instant in my will is more than all the good you could possibly do in your entire life."
And I also remember that another day he told me,
"My daughter, one who truly does my will, in everything that occurs within her, both in the soul and in the body, in whatever she feels and suffers, can say, 'Jesus is suffering, Jesus is oppressed.' In fact, everything that creatures do to me reaches me even in the soul in whom I dwell, who does my will. So, if the coldness of creatures reaches me, my will feels it, and since my will is life of that soul, it happens as a consequence that the soul feels it too. So, instead of troubling herself over this coldness, as if it were her own, she must remain around me to console me and repair for the coldness that creatures send to me. In the same way, if she feels distractions, oppressions, and other things, she must remain around me to relieve me and repair, as if those were not her things, but mine. Therefore, the soul who lives of my will feel many different pains, according to the offenses that creatures give me, but in a sudden way and almost in one start. On the other hand, she will also feel indescribable joys and contentments, and if in the first she must occupy herself with consoling me and repairing, in the joys and contentments she must delight. Only then does my will find my own interest. Otherwise, it would remain saddened and unable to carry out what my volition contains.
Another day he told me,
My daughter, one who does my will can by no means go to purgatory, because my will purges the soul of everything. After keeping her so jealously during her life in the custody of my volition, how could I allow the fire of purgatory to touch her? At the most she may lack some clothing, but my will, before revealing the divinity to her, will clothe her with all that she may lack. And then I reveal myself.